One of the problems with recruiting for investment banking is not the knowledge or skills you acquire, but the access to talk with real investment bankers to put your best foot forward. Our sponsor, WSO Academy, can provide those connections with 60 head mentors who are finance professionals at top firms like Goldman, Centerview, and JP Morgan. Imagine being able to get on the phone within 24 hours with one of the Academy's 1,300 mentors right before a critical interview. Get on the waitlist for WSO Academy today by clicking the link in the show notes or by visiting wallstreetoasis.com/academy. All right. Welcome to Investment Banking Insights, the only show dedicated to helping you learn both the technical and non-technical aspects of investment banking. Hello and welcome. My name is Alex Mason, your host. I'm so grateful that you're joining me today. We're going through discounted cash flow analysis, studying the basics right now. And we're almost through all of these basic fundamental concepts that are super important to know. And today's question is this: what should you do if management's DCF looks unrealistic? What if their discounted cash flow analysis is just unrealistic? Because you may be working in a situation where you're working with the financial team of a company that you're working with as a client, and they may give you their own discounted cash flow analysis model and say, hey, check this out. And then it may be too aggressive. Maybe the projections are not what you would have done. And how do you deal with this, right? Maybe the numbers just don't make sense to you. What do you do? Well, you could do a number of things, and let's go through the possible scenarios. So number one, you could build a new model yourself and just make your own assumptions of what you think the numbers should be. Maybe your revenue projections are different, your margin projections are different. Maybe your discount rate is a little bit different. So that's number one. You could just build your own from scratch. Number two, you could take the existing model that you're given by company management and revise the assumptions to make them more conservative, right? You can just play with what they give you. And then the third thing you could do is what's called a sensitivity analysis. Now, what is a sensitivity analysis? Sensitivity analysis is just producing a range of values based on a range of assumptions. So it shows you kind of this realm of possibility on the low end and the high end of what could happen. So you could do that using the model that management gave you, but within the range, use different growth rates and margins that include more conservative scenarios. So those are the three different things you can do. Number one, you can build the model for yourself. Number two, you can take the existing model and revise it, maybe make it more conservative with the assumptions that are there inherent in the model. And number three, you can do a sensitivity analysis to produce a range of values, maybe with different growth rates or other kinds of inputs within the model. Now, the reality is, it's not like you have to pick one or the other, right? This is real life. You would probably do all of these things to some degree, because remember, what is the big picture here? The big picture is you are trying to serve the client in the best way possible. Remember, they're hiring you as the investment banker to make sure that the numbers are right, to make sure that the projections are reasonable, to make sure that they're going into their capital transaction, whatever it is, with eyes wide open, with a pretty good idea of what things are going to look like. And so they're relying on you to be the expert. And so, of course, you want to double check their work, you want to double check your own work, and make sure that you're using reasonable assumptions in your DCF model. So it just comes down to that, doing your due diligence. But yeah, you can build your own model from scratch, redo their model, do a sensitivity analysis, any combination of the above, and that will help you serve your clients in the best possible way. So that's what I got for you today on Investment Banking Insights. Again, my name is Alex Mason, and I'm just so grateful for you listening to this, learning all these concepts with me. I'll see you on the next one.